You're listening to the No Big Deal Podcast.
Welcome to another episode of the No Big Deal Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Ken.
Wireless Freak.
Matt, a.k.a. Shook Knight.
David at Bear the Terror.
Hell yeah. Welcome to episode 92, guys. We're on episode 92. No big deal. But
That's a lot of episodes.
it is a lot of episodes.
Yeah, 92.
No
To be
joke.
fair, though, we didn't start at 0 or 1.
We started at -1.
Oh, that's pretty wild.
We started at 69, which wasn't fit for broadcast.
No.
Our sponsors didn't approve.
That was a little rough.
Hey-o.
We lived up to the episode number.
It did.
They would have used it against, so we ran for politics. Imagine if one of us ran for office, dude. You'd have so much shit to use on us. They just go to the podcast and just pull up a bunch of excerpts.
Yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen could get me on his show right now.
I see the title.
That show's sweet.
Hash Brown Gate.
Oh.
Dude, I would be fucked.
Is this man even human? Monk mode? What can it be?
And then they would pull out little excerpts like, yes, they'd stitch everything together to make
You
it
for
sound like,
sure would not win, whatever you ran for.
Yeah.
So he was banging hella chicks, and then all of a sudden, boom, nothing?
You're telling me you don't like O'Brien's?
It doesn't add up.
O'Brien's hash brown, American made.
Oh, dude, I'd be screwed.
But we're shaking it up. We got a new spot that we're hosting it at.
Yeah, new venue.
We're at the
The Bear the Terror domicile.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
we speak, that we have the soundproofing wall everywhere.
Fortress of Solitude.
Hell yeah.
And I have to say, beautiful place. There's live greenery all around us.
Hell yeah.
It's helping. I knew Shook was coming, and I knew he needed that oxygen for him to function.
Was I the only one that hadn't been here?
No, this is my first time here, too.
He's
Yeah.
like an amoeba.
Yeah, but I knew that you would freak out if you weren't breathing like clean oxygen, clean air. So I was like, fuck, get all the plants.
Well, those are thoughts I think, yeah, because the more plants you have in your home, actually, the safer. But the biggest thing I noticed when I came in here was all the clocks.
But that's perfect for
Have
you.
you never heard that song by Coldplay?
I haven't.
Don't set him up. He's gonna try and sing it.
No, I won't sing it.
Tell us the title. Maybe that has something to do with clocks.
Clocks.
Oh, okay. Little on the nose, but hey, it works.
But I mean, we got the oxygen flowing. We got the clocks
There
flowing.
ain't that many clocks, though, by the way.
Dude, there is. I already saw 3. And then you had one that you said fell off the wall.
Well, one technically doesn't work. It's kind of as soon as you walk in, the little kids have messed with the hour and minute hands.
But that's
It's
really
ass whooping time.
that's really where it doesn't
Fact.
matter, because it doesn't really matter where the clock sits where the hand sits on the clock, because it's all a social construct. Or if you really think about it,
Oh Jesus!
like time is really an illusion. And I mean, think about it, guys.
Everyone knows that. The idea of time is just so that you know when morning is morning and night is night.
Yeah, why don't we just forget about time, live in the now and the present, and then focus on
Everybody
the
here's
sun?
seen The Matrix, right?
That's how time works.
You're like that kid that's bald and talks about the spoon. It's not the spoon that moves.
That moves the spoon.
Exactly. That's you right now, Matt.
But I mean, that's the thing. You have so many clocks, though.
See, that's pretty good for him because I thought you were gonna go creep that makes the red hooker.
Oh.
Mouse.
God damn you,
Mouse.
Cyrus.
I thought his name was Mouse.
Oh, no, Mouse is.
It's
yeah.
Mouse.
He actually looks like Mouse, actually, a lot.
No, Matrix?
No, I know Matrix.
I've never even. I've seen
Just
it
making sure
once.
because clocks.
I still was thinking about, relativity and time and
Oh,
Yeah, it really.
What he was talking
Theoretical
about.
He was
Yeah.
going down deep into time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think you got one on your wrist too, one on your phone, one on the TV. You got at least 8 on your wall here.
Here's the question, Matt.
What about the
When-
Japanese clock?
When has he ever been late?
I don't know.
That's a good point.
I don't think he's ever been late.
Does a Japanese clock count? I mean, it's not even in English.
The one that you have, the Japanese.
Heroes.
Yeah, I
The
think
Heroes.
that counts
Hiro.
because the second you look at that clock, you're thinking of time, and you've immediately left the present moment.
No, every time I look at that clock, I got to be like, oh shit, that symbol means 3 o'clock. So it takes me a second. At first, I got to translate
now
the symbol.
you're distracted. Now you're trying to
But now
solve
you,
it.
now you can read some Japanese though.
I can speak it too.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Where's the gum?
Don't forget about the sweet Jeff Gordon clock in the garage.
I know, that's another one I counted in there. Does it even work?
Probably needs a battery, but it used to work. I mean, it's like 1,200 out of 5,000. It's a collector item, 4-time champ.
Where did you get that one from?
My mom bought it along with the Jeff Gordon diecast.
Nice.
Matt, I saw you eyeing that thing, so
I know. What do you want for it?
let's make a deal.
Yeah. For the listeners out there, $1 going for $1.
I could look it up on eBay, see what they're worth.
It's probably not worth more than $25.
I'll give you 30.
Is he your
Oh
favorite?
my God.
dude.
Dude,
Okay, it's not
This
worth
guy
more than,
really
it's probably
wants
not
it.
worth more than $199.
there we
Dude,
go.
I'll stick that on my wall so fast.
I'm going on eBay right now.
Same with the Gordon parking
Okay,
thing, dude.
yeah, it's a special Looney Tune edition where what's it called when it changes?
What, the clock is a Looney Tune?
No. The diecast is the one when you change the sunlight and it changes different colors.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
pearl finish. The diecast. I also got an Elvis Presley edition, Rusty Wallace.
Oh,
You like Elvis Presley?
No, but it's a special edition.
I know what Matt's looking for. He's looking for any of those old school beer
Oh,
mirrors.
dude.
You got any of
I'm
those?
a sucker for those.
What are they?
I'm on
Where they say
Craigslist all the
Budweiser
time.
or whatever.
Yeah, and then just a
Okay.
mirror. He
Or-
loves
Well,
those.
speaking of mirrors, we got them on something that sets the mood.
Oh,
An infinity
mirror.
I never even heard of that. Neither of you guys.
I honestly didn't, but those I saw one before.
You just like
Yeah,
one.
it was in
didn't
the
know.
last Star Wars movie. It was probably the best part of the movie.
was a mirror.
And that's not saying much. But your mirror, I'm not dishing your mirror. Your mirror's cool.
No, it's okay. No, it's cool.
Movie's
I mean, you just light one little candle and it's like row of like 100
The thing's badass.
Yeah, how does it do that?
mirrors.
Just one mirror or a bunch of mirrors?
There's only
I think
two.
there's just one, and then the faux mirror with like the tint in the front is what bends it.
Nice. That's pretty
There,
cool.
there actually could be a mirror up top. I have no idea.
Man, we really need to tear that apart because
Yeah,
that would be
it's kinda
great
thinking about it.
podcasting stuff.
Like Matt is really thinking about using that thing for like a photo shoot. I can see the wheels turning
Like some
now.
chick's just holding it, and there's just like.
God, with the
Like
softcore
ass-
porn
ass for
constantly.
days.
You
Just
know-
infinity ass.
You know what's interesting is I've heard
That's
a
the
lot
Bruce
of people
Bubble.
have said that a lot of the stuff I make looks like close to porn.
You didn't
You guys
believe
started
me.
saying
you
that.
didn't believe me.
I think Ken was the first one who said it, and then I was like, "No, dude."
Well,
come
Ken
on."
would know. Come on.
Come
You
on,
know how
guys.
much money-
The lady's been gone for months. All right.
It's a proven fact that gay porn make more money. So if you get in that line of work,
jeez.
you'll make double.
I think that was a myth. I saw it on Reddit. Ask Me Anything.
You believe Reddit versus the knowledge.
Dude,
I'm
it was
providing.
someone who was in the industry.
I'll send you an interview by probably a female porn star saying that gay guys make way more money in porn.
I
And if
heard
you-
it.
And if you talk to a gay guy, he'll probably say the chicks make way more money.
That's
in porn.
that's true.
I heard
But
it's
gay
really
chicks.
hard though. There's only a few dudes like
They all take the
overall in
same
porn,
thing.
like straight porn, because it's hard to find dudes for like.
Oh jeez. Oh
Yeah.
God.
I can't hold the mic. I'm just gonna slam it in my face.
Chipped his own tooth.
No, I didn't. I hit the lip.
He's going for the Kardashian contest. Remember where they suck the lips?
Kylie Jenner. The Kylie
Yeah, there it
Jenner
is.
That's not
challenge.
good. I think it's coming back too. It's not good.
But no, did you see that? Kylie Jenner actually had that shit removed. So
She took her
Wait.
lips off.
yeah,
The
she-
best was after
No,
that. Farrah
no.
Abraham removed
the
hers.
injections. She got the reverse injections or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
the fillers.
So her lips look normal now.
I
There's-
don't know about
It's
normal.
stretched out.
Yeah.
Farrah Abraham, because of her, removed
Floppy
hers
lips.
too.
Look like two pieces of chicken skin flapping.
Oh, yeah.
Yardbird.
she can't go skydiving. She's like, "Ooh."
We're all laughing, but you saw the article came out.
What?
1
Youngest
billion.
billionaire.
Oh my
She
Jeff
god.
owns
Bezos?
100% of that damn makeup line that she started. 100%.
Oh, she didn't start. Dude, everyone says she's the youngest millionaire, like entrepreneur, but she really didn't like.
Where are you?
Think about it, dude. If she wasn't a Jenner, she would not have been successful
Matt,
like
you-
that.
you-
Oh, that's
Matt,
a
so-
fact.
That's
So-
100%
So can
true.
you really claim her like as the youngest entrepreneur? I guess you kind of can because technically she is, but like she didn't really start that just like.
This sounds
from
like
ground zero.
entrepreneur envy.
I think
Like,
it is because 100%. If she
yeah.
came in and said, "Matt, will you take a photo of me?" 100% he's doing it, and 100% he's tagging her.
Oh, of course, I'm gonna charge you out the ass too.
You know,
but
she
I'm just
charges like
saying.
$100,000 per post.
Oh, for her thing?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, tell
That's
your
probably
parents to
pretty
sell
average.
the house now.
Yeah.
Refinance.
Oh, jeez. But it's good to have Matty back. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't seen the guy in a minute. You know, he's since our last podcast, he's left us, guys. He's
Yep.
gotten out of the workforce.
Just like the Gom left. I left too as Papa Corn.
Left work, man. I mean, what are you doing? Living on the streets?
little corn nut followed Papa Corn's.
Yeah, I had to finally
Variety
pop.
pack.
My kernel finally popped, and it was time to go.
It's the first time you've had that feeling, huh?
I popped other things.
So what are you doing now that you don't work? Sleep until noon?
No, dude, it's a lot different, bro.
Whack, sleep,
I-
shower, whack, bed.
For anyone out there who's
Monk mode, remember?
That's
gone,
what it's whacking.
who's thinking about leaving a 9 to 5 to like do their own thing, it's weird.
Sorry. This is the same music I feel like from our very
I think we've
It
had
is.
this. We've had this song.
It's
on
the
before.
exact same one.
when all the calm.
You have it
I'll never
bookmarked.
forget that. That was perfect.
I am thinking about that. Yeah.
It was a lot more emotional when the Gom was here, though.
'Cause he
was
giving
commentating
the Shook
it.
Knight story. Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've gone full circle. So you've left now. Your dad's left, and his dad left. So where does that leave you in the, man's lineage of tree?
But they all did something different. The grandpa, called it quits, just retired, living the dream.
Out poaching.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. and then his dad, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He just left.
He wears suits to work now.
And
Yeah.
He
big
does
time in.
nothing but yell at other little mats.
100%. Writes him up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you just totally just left the game.
I
You don't even have a
I
job.
took the leap of following my passion and trying to make a buck, man. And I was like thinking about it a lot lately because this is my first month that I've been on my own, been my own boss, my own thing, and it's different.
Work-wise, you mean, not like living-wise.
the roommates are still there.
But it's kind of like getting a new job still the same. Like it's like when you first start a new job, you're kind of like you don't know, like you have a schedule, you got to get used to everything, and it's like the exact same thing. But the hard thing is like
Different.
you don't have
100%,
like a
yeah.
schedule. Like you don't have like an incentive to wake up at a certain time if you don't have something going on, and like you can really like screw yourself if you stay outside all day. You can like start getting
Isn't
stir
that kind of
crazy.
your gig? Is
Yeah,
to
like-
stay inside all day?
Yeah, like it's working out of my room, but it gets to the point where like you have to like make an effort to like leave the home to like.
You're like trying to make this masterpiece of a song, and you're like, Igor can't come out.
So hold on.
Yeah, I get dungeon fever, dude.
So since you haven't taken, my advice and done an actual vlog, a day in the life of Matt
It'd be
Krieg.
boring, bro.
Well, run us through a typical work day for you now.
A typical day, if I don't
Not
have
your
a
busy day, a typical day.
yeah, a typical day, if I don't have a shoot, because usually the shoot's only like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. Then I'll come back home and I'll edit. And the editing process is where it takes a long time. So I'm just sitting in a room all day, basically editing. And but the thing is it was funny because I was so scared when I first left. This might be some motivation for people out there listening.
Oh, listen up. It's getting serious, guys. Arms are crossed. He's leaning forward.
At first, when I left my job, I didn't make a whole bunch there, but it was a steady income, right? It was some kind of balance.
Security.
Yeah, it was just security, and I was very afraid that I wasn't gonna make it by, so I signed up for Postmates, and I'm like, dude, I gotta make this money each month, right? And these are some bills I gotta pay, and I was afraid, like, well, what if I don't get a client, like all this what ifs and stuff. But right when I made that leap, it was almost like it kind of like led the momentum of it just like led into more jobs and this sad music is really throwing me off.
He's like, this is how I feel on the inside.
I know.
No, it's just thrown off because the emotions are starting to go. I see some tears forming up.
I know. It's so sad right now.
No, but
Here, I'll lower it for you.
I didn't know what I was gonna do.
yeah, I was really afraid that
did I leave?
I wasn't gonna be able to make it by, and
Mom.
but I've actually the first month quadrupled my income,
Oh,
and
sheesh.
it's weird.
That's baller status, dude.
It was weird the way things like fell into like people that I was talking to. Like, well, the weirdest thing is like when you're freelance, like it's so scary. Like what, like in the fact that it's so unsteady. One day I'm like, I should quit. I should get a job. Like I suck at this. I don't have any clients. But then the next day you get like a call and like you have $1,000 job and you're like, oh, maybe I can keep doing this. And then the next month you're like, you think the same thing over and over again.
No wonder
Save.
why you're in monk mode.
Save your money.
Dude, you really
You're
gotta
the
like
worst.
keep
Save it,
yourself
Maddie.
sane, dude.
You're in the worst roller coaster possible.
It really is a roller coaster, and it's weird the way your weeks are so. You're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing next week, and then you're like, oh shit, I'm slammed this week. Like,
But let's be honest, you got a pretty good safety net right now. It's not like you're gonna be homeless out on the street sucking
Yeah.
D.
luckily, I have some roommates I can live with
that
for
will
now. and
possibly help his viewership.
that is another thing.
There's
Though,
some other videos he's doing.
is if you're freelance, you don't have any benefits or you don't have nothing.
Self-reflection, Volume 1.
But yeah, it's first month out has been okay, but like I said, it's still a roller coaster every month. It's scary.
So, I know that you're big with like the gym clothing brand. What other businesses have you taken on?
I've done a lot of more real estate. I think real estate's really hot right now, so there's a lot of real estate gigs.
Yeah.
But through like the Till You Collapse brand, the fitness brand I've been working with, they've actually their income has kind of kept me like I've been okay with that. But like
That was a free plug for Till You Collapse. So if you're hearing this, go ahead and send some merch our way. Thanks.
yeah, if you guys want some yoga pants,
Some sweet spandex.
yeah.
That would be a fantastic video. You need to do a flip with us. and then we stand on each other.
Oh, fuck. That could be a day in the life. Literally, you do a shoot, but kind of like a week in the life. You know, you do your video shoots there, and then you go to the podcast, so you can show your two lives, separate lives.
Double life I'm
Yeah.
living.
Your two passions.
So
Yeah.
what's up going on? Don't you have some other duck stuff going on?
Yeah, Ducks Unlimited. That they're kind of like a recurring client. When they just need social media stuff for the cooking thing. But the interesting thing is like when you work with like one client and then you'll work with the models and then you like treat them well, make good stuff, they give word out. And so like I just sit around all day and like clients like come to me right now. So
Really?
it's kind of interesting. Yeah.
Jeez, in demand, Sacramento multimedia master.
But
Oh,
it's at the same time though you're always scared.
So are you hustling by like posting out like the Creek Production stickers and business cards into local businesses?
I
yet,
haven't.
or-
No, I haven't done any advertising in a long time. Just because like what I have now is like was good. Well, I was thinking about I was like
it's never good enough. You got to get bigger.
Never settled. Dude.
No,
Just
yeah,
keep
yeah.
grinding.
in that, but it's like to take on more work because I still go to school, so it's like I don't have like
How many
it's not
classes
like,
you taken?
well, right now I'm just taking a summer class, so
Okay, in a couple weeks.
I've got a full load.
12?
No more than that.
Of course, monk mode, huh? Monk mode will do that to you.
I still go to school, so I it's not like I've that's a big thing going on. But
1 + 1 is...
Jeez. That's sweet, though,
I still
dude.
stay busy though. But yeah, there are days where like you could wake up and be like you have the choice like, do I want to make money today or do I not want to make money? It's a weird thing.
That's pretty fucking nice.
But
It's like a day trader. Do I want to make money today or do I not?
but at the same time though, you're like last weekend I worked all weekend. Like there's just like you don't get I don't know how you'd like be steady like if you had like kids and a wife and stuff because you're always like just like if someone needs something like at least I'm like okay, we'll film Sunday like
Dude, that's the life of someone who owns their own
Yeah.
business, though.
yeah
And
and
a photographer in general.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think the people that put on TV shows, sporting events, look what they're doing every weekend?
yeah
Or wedding shit.
there's no
Oh.
like
Fact.
Dude, when are you jumping into that?
What about
I feel like
funerals?
your money could be
You-
like
they
quadruple
could,
there.
Think about how many people are dying right now, baby boomers and shit. If you did funeral videos,
oh, Jesus.
People
There's
would
such
be
a
off
thing
the-
as a funeral video?
That's a niche market, dude.
Hey, you know what? I've been to a couple funerals. There's always somebody taking pictures or filming.
Oh, God.
Really?
Yeah, because for the family members that aren't there.
But do you really want to go look back?
That's it now. I'm not sending you music related to any Jim Moore stuff. It's all just funeral related. All
Or you
music.
could use inappropriate music on the video.
Drone. You could do drone funeral, like
Oh, that'd go real well. That
And then-
noisy ass little fucking drone.
And then the funny shit is you get right above the casket, it's open casket, and the
It's like
fucking
blowing flowers off. and
no,
shit.
the
Sucks
toupee
the hair
falls
out.
off.
Oh, one blade just boom. You take a nosedive, cut the guy's face or
Oh my
wide
God.
open. Oh, you're done.
it's got dark.
Open casket.
Jeez.
Oh, there's a no drone open casket rule.
I still think you need to go back to the drone porn angle because I don't think that exists.
That probably there's no
Drone?
audio on the drone.
Drone?
So
Experimenting
I need a
has
mic-
been
I need a
already
mic
being
boom.
done.
What?
I'd have to add in audio and post because there's no audio on the drone, so we need a mic
You
boom.
can call
guy.
it drone.
Drone. I like that. Hell yeah.
drone.
Get
And
the
you-
domain.
a-
Drone.
And you need like a monthly subscription, like $30 a month.
oh yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
And it's
50.
just gonna be people having sex at like 1,500 feet. You're looking down.
We'd have to make a cliche website, just like huge font.
Enhance.
It could be like
you're so far away, you're not seeing any penetration.
it could be like an ambush video. You go to those makeout like overlooks and stuff, and you just come up
Got 'em.
right in the windshield.
Oh, there's probably
and they're
people
like,
into
oh my
that.
god.
Go
There's
to your
probably
old
people into
stomping
that.
grounds up there, up the hill that used to take the ladies at in the Miata.
Oh, you'll get them there, dude. That'd be a good. People are probably into that. That'd be a good niche to get into.
You
Pay
know
a lot
what?
For that.
I'm giving you that one for free.
It's funny you
one's
actually
free.
mentioned that though. This weekend I came across this guy that kind of like, what do they call it? Not night crawlers. Is that the night crawler? The guys that go to like scenes of the crime before or anything else?
They're like ambulance chasers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's this one guy based out of Oklahoma, and all he does is he goes around these local businesses in his town and he finds basically these prostitutes that get picked up, and he waits for them to go off into the corner, and he comes up and he gets them all on camera like, "You better get your ass out of here." I was like, "Oh my god."
That's hella funny. It's like crank anchors.
It's pretty much it's
video.
It's real freaking life. Oh god.
I've seen those guys. There's a Netflix thing about those people who chase the crime scene. They sell like a 15-second clip of the cops driving by for like $500.
Dude,
Yeah.
you should try
Yep.
getting into that.
I'd have to have like a police scanner in my car and stuff, and like
Dude, imagine how legit your shit would
Thought
be.
it
with
was
like
already
a
in there.
gimbal. Oh, if this, you know.
Dude,
or if
like
you did
call up
paparazzi work.
call up CBS or something.
we could have, Brandon and I could have made money coming back from Santa Clara.
Fuck yeah.
We were coming back, cutting over to I-5, and there's, of course, you're in traffic the whole damn time. There's this nice Tahoe on the side of the road with like this really clean-cut dude getting arrested by two highway patrolmen.
Kingpin.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, we need to take a picture of that. How often do you see a white guy getting pulled over and handcuffed? He must be important.
Oh.
So then Brandon's on the internet and finds this news article about, I think he was like a city council guy or something.
Superintendent or something.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
That was drunk, caused an accident, and then bailed on the scene. And that was him getting arrested.
Got him.
Drunk
you guys
hit
could
and
have
run.
sold that for big bucks, dude.
Dude.
You're,
Kicking
or
myself.
just, I mean, social media superstar just posts that trending.
Speaking
Retweet.
of shit,
Launched a new YouTube channel.
our boy Ken could have fucking got firsthand footage when your street was shut down.
Oh, yeah, that was.
Were you in the middle of a shooting?
No, I was in the middle of a robbery.
What?
Yeah, literally.
At your new place or the old place?
New place.
The new place.
First night.
So you leave the hood, now you're in the middle of a robbery.
I couldn't believe it. I said, "These jokers told me to go to a better neighborhood." And it was wild because they had the helicopter.
It was a
going.
white collared crime though.
Oh, jeez. It was insane because literally the helicopter was like right over my house, on going over the intercom, telling people to get back in their house. I was like, "What the hell's going on?"
We've got dogs out. Did they say that?
No,
okay.
I couldn't hear it.
The
by the time I
funniest,
went
they're
inside.
like, "We know who you are. Everyone in your house."
Exactly. And so I was like, F this, I got to run to the store. So I go down and I go to the end of my street, and literally there's like 4 cop cars to the left, and then the cop car right on the exit to my street got it shut down. I was like, what the hell? I'm just trying to go to the store. And I drive past them and lets me go through. Next day I find out the old innocent lady of my neighbor, she's just like, "What did you think of that last night? I didn't know. I bet you didn't know you lived in a war zone." I was like, "Oh, only if you knew where I lived before." Oh, jeez. But it was
That's
sweet.
funny.
It was good times.
So they let you go through, no problems? They didn't search your car, nothing?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there like, did someone die? Did they kill him?
No, they didn't kill him. They caught him.
That's a bummer.
Dude, they hardly don't kill. They don't kill that many people. Come on.
That's true. But Did you see that? What was it? Maryland or whatever, Minnesota, where the 2 cops killed that one guy with the pit bull. They came out, the DA, and said, "Officers, clean shoot."
What about that?
He ran up to the woman with the baby and said, "Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! I don't want nothing to do with you." And then he booked it, and he had a gun in his back pocket.
What about that clean shoot that happened? Was it Florida or Texas? The gas station where they pushed him and the guy shot him, and they didn't charge him because of the stand your ground law.
I didn't see that one.
That had to be
That's
Florida.
Florida. That was Florida, and the video was released. Man, that's really suspect.
And they said they didn't charge him at all. He got scot free because of the stand your ground.
Was he off duty?
No, it was just a guy.
Just
like
a guy. It
regular
was just a
civilian.
regular citizen, and he obviously got into heated some argument, supposedly, right? And the gentleman pushed him to the ground, but he didn't lunge at him or anything. He just stayed there, and the dude just wham, pop, pop, got him. I was like, oh my god, just from our push.
I feel like live PD is kind of changing this whole paradigm of how people look at this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, body cams in general. There's footage, right? So you just get to see both sides of it.
That's true.
I think Live PD's doing a good job, a good thing for the cops.
At first, I
Yeah.
didn't think it was that good, but I think it's. I don't know though. I have to say that the body cam show was a little bit more two-sided because it showed some bad stuff that the cops did, but they never show on Live PD the cops do anything jacked up, except for that dude in Missouri that's fucking annoying with the dog.
Your favorite guy?
Jeffersonville, like him.
No. The dude that talks like a fucking retard.
The one that Wireless Freaks loves, I think, right? Is that the guy?
You're not
With the
talking about the
dog.
one with Flex.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in Jeffersonville,
Oh God, he's annoying.
Indiana, I think.
Worst.
Like him.
Dude, if he pulled me over, I swear to God, I'd be like, just take me to jail. Do not ask me another stupid question.
Listen to the podcast he did with Tom Morris. It's good. About why he asked that many questions. He says he's the lowest quoted officer for giving out citations and tickets. He solely cares about drugs. He had like one of his best friends overdosed or was given bad drugs or something like that as a senior, and he's had a couple family members die from ODs, and that's all he goes after is drugs.
I've actually got a big topic on that.
Whoa.
Oh,
What do you
Jughead.
think? No. What do you think about the war on drugs and people who are in prison for life without parole for drugs?
What
It
type of
depends.
drugs?
Oh, well, another big thing is the big difference between crack cocaine and cocaine.
You mean the mandatory minimum 5-1?
Yeah. What do you think about that? It's the same exact drug, but you
Bad-
get charged way more for crack. You think it's racist?
It's not racist, just a bad law.
Well, I don't know. All drugs were implemented for a race.
Did you watch that stupid Netflix special?
On the basketball player?
No, you didn't watch it. It's the one about how the prison system was invented by the white man because slavery
13.
was going to go away.
Oh, that's a new
It was
one.
13 or something.
No,
I never heard that.
It's terrible. That's the sole conspiracy is everyone knew slavery was ending, so they invented jails to throw black people in.
that looks like a good
You know what?
documentary. I didn't watch that though.
I've been in the very first prison that was brought about by Benjamin Franklin
And
Where was
in
that at?
Philadelphia.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty cool. I thought it would be haunted, but it wasn't.
Oh.
I don't
I
know
don't-
what that added to the story, but I just want to throw that out there.
I don't think that the disparity is racist. I think people were quick to law, right? We always get bad laws made.
That's true.
And when-
Knee-jerk reactions.
Yeah, and when you saw L.A. going down, New York going down, what was causing the riots was crack.
Well, what kind of spurred the whole crack epidemic was that college basketball player that OD'd on crack.
Yeah, he died on the middle of the court. He was like, they said he would have been like the next Michael.
That was the thing that really kicked off the knee-jerk reaction for
Well,
crack.
that was a big deal because he was white, right? So then all the lawmakers start making the laws, but they didn't do their research. They're just like, crack's bad. And then inherently, African Americans do crack because it's so much cheaper to buy.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you just treat all illegal drugs the same? It makes no sense why some have more or less.
Well, it does get into conspiracy because Iran-Contra was somewhat funded by the U.S. letting cocaine
Cocaine.
in. Right? The United States let coke in to fund war.
That's tricky though. If you all illegal drugs, I mean, weed for instance, you can same thing for weed and cocaine.
Well, no, that's not true because, well, I agree. Weed should have never been outlawed in the first place.
Yeah.
It still is pretty much everywhere else.
It's
It's like
breaking
it's
down.
over
It's breaking
50%.
down.
I think 6 states have made it
But it
recreational use, and then I think something like 20 states
But
for
the thing,
medical.
there's still people who are incarcerated in prison just for weed.
Yeah,
Well,
I think that's gonna.
It gets in a fine boundary, right? Like if it's organic, quote unquote organic, just like homegrown weed,
non-GMO.
that's kind of tough, right? It's the people that I think that bring in spiced of some type, right?
Well, also it's the
PCP.
It's the
laced.
trafficking aspect of it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're bringing 15 pounds over the border from Mexico, you should be going to jail. But if you're growing a pound in your backyard, or you're bringing weed over to your buddy or whatever,
Yeah.
that's it's the same as making alcohol. At the end of the day, it's illegal to make and sell alcohol.
Yeah.
It should be illegal to make and sell drugs. Well, grow and sell marijuana. I think it needs to be regulated like alcohol is.
Just personal use.
But over half of the population of prisons are people incarcerated for drugs.
Well,
Where are
I
you
think, I
getting
think
these
they're
stats
mostly
from?
trafficking.
No, like they're for drug-related offenses.
Yeah.
Well, but
Almost
that's,
everything that happens could be related to drugs somehow.
it's
I
pretty.
burged this house because I was high on PCP.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
No.
or it gets skewed, right? Because like their first two crimes might be murder, and they're back on the street,
Mm.
and they get popped with a little bit of weed. Now they're in life for weed because that's their third strike. But technically, it was the other crimes that got them there.
But so has the war on drugs really actually helped, or has it done more damage?
I think it's done more damage.
I think so too. But that's not because of an implementation. That's because of knee-jerk laws. They're not good laws. You don't go after the kingpin. You go after the street people.
And if you look at a lot of the other countries, treat drug offenders or drug addicts as medical issues and not criminal issues.
Yeah, in some books, it's a mental disorder.
It's charging us a lot of money here in the States, though.
Hell yeah, it is.
Okay. Then the same thing. What about death penalty? Kill him. It'd be cheaper.
Well, I wouldn't kill him for. I'd say like the maximum that you could ever get for drugs, which should be 10 years. In my book, you shouldn't go to prison for life for drugs.
Yeah, but
It's
what if
not a lifeable offense. To
if
me.
some dude is selling bricks of heroin to a 5-year-old or like a 5th grader? You think that dude doesn't deserve to be in?
Or some dad's cooking with his 5th grader in the house.
Yeah, some kingpins making some kid swallow balloons.
10
of
years
them
is
cross-
still 10 years
cross
is still a
over.
long time in
Whoa.
prison.
Yeah,
Like,
but
don't you
10
think
years?
10 years
10 years
locked
really
up?
isn't that long.
Dude, locked up in prison, that's a long time.
I mean, you can make especially with the whole fentanyl epidemic that we're having with opiates.
That's crazy.
You can make the argument that it's attempted murder every time they sell laced fentanyl, crack, cocaine,
100%.
anything, because they know that person's got a very high chance of dying or ODing.
Yeah.
It's a great drug, the Narcan, but man, they need to fucking get rid of that shit. It's saving too many people.
Oh, it's all the people overdosing. Yeah.
Yeah, because it gives them there's no consequences for overdose anymore.
Hey,
Well, dude,
They
on
just
live
save
PD,
them every time.
as long as it's sorry, go ahead.
on
Justin.
live PD, back-to-back nights, they saved the same dude with Norco. He overdosed
Same
2
guy,
nights in a
okay.
row.
And like as great as the drug is, and it's tough to be choosy because you really can't do that in that line of business.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, man, that guy that's got saved twice, there's no consequences. They just shoot up.
How much
the
does
police
this
will
stuff go
save.
for?
Well, the Narcan is given to all the ambulances and officers, so they get it for free. I don't know what they charge the
but it
departments.
can't be. Yeah, they have to charge.
Of course, it's like any pharmacy. It's probably like $1,000 for a little package.
Jesus.
It's just like a nasal spray.
See if we can look it up. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, that'll be good on your Google search results. How much is the Norcam?
But Maddie, like you're talking about, I mean, 10 years. Any kind of sentence, though, majority of the time is with good behavior. He's out in 5.
And don't forget,
10
life
years
is actually 25 years.
Yeah. Yes.
I've just seen people who are in prison without even parole for drugs. I think a drug offense, if you're going to say that it's attempted murder, then maybe knock on attempted murder.
But it's like Schwartz was saying. A lot of it's that 1, 2, 3 strikes.
Yeah, that was part of the war on drugs deal.
I mean, I was watching that drug life, I don't know, one of the drug documentaries where they follow the dealers.
Okay.
And like a lot of the dealers that are dealing in heroin or opiates, they lace their stuff with fentanyl to kill people on purpose, because as soon as someone ODs on their shit, they start selling a lot more of it because it's seen as
So
strong
good.
on the streets.
That's just
So-
crazy.
That is straight murder, dude. And that's like premeditated murder because they're lacing this shit to kill people.
Yeah, and if it's that way, then I think you should add another
An
attempted
enhancement.
murder, an enhancement. But just to like lock somebody up for like doing heroin for more than 10 years, I don't.
Yeah, well, that's true. I think if you stay in your confines of your home and you don't affect society, then go be it.
But yeah,
Not many do that.
But agreed, the people that are in aren't like us sitting in a home, cops come knocking on the door. It's one thing that leads to another. Oh, you're a felon on probation and you got this much drugs on you. All of a sudden, that's your third strike. You're in jail for 15 years for drugs.
Well, to be fair, a lot of those drugs just aren't recreational by their nature. I mean,
Yeah.
they're so addictive, they can't be recreational.
Yeah.
I mean,
True.
you're not going to see a recreational heroin user.
So I just looked it
maybe.
up. The Narcan's roughly $20 to $40, and you can buy a kit for about $69.
Oh, that's not bad.
69, boys. That's a hell of a deal.
And they probably get them cheaper because they buy cases of it.
Oh,
That's
without a doubt.
unfortunately.
Probably. I think the drug's pretty hard to make, though. Because I think they have shortages sometimes.
Really?
I think so.
Pretty crazy.
All right.
That
Let's change this up a little bit.
That was a little
Let's-
Debbie
I don't
Downer.
know.
I thought about it. It
We
was
need
a
to
part
take
of
an
one of
upper.
my.
That
I
got a
watched
little too
documentary.
month
Well, it's called a little slice of pizza. That's my upper.
I'm gonna have an ice cream sandwich.
Put a little Coke on my pepperoni.
Jeez. Sheesh. I mean,
Well, as a for real upper,
what do we got?
what about McDonald's Monopoly game?
Oh,
Rigged.
Monopoly game.
24 million.
I didn't know they're
they've won.
still doing it.
Oh, it's
Every
like,
year,
It's like
right?
the most popular fast food game.
Is it going right now?
No,
I think
not
so.
that I
They're
know
keeping
of.
McDonald's in business.
It
Oh,
was a
They
cop.
don't need any help, I don't think.
No, but their food sucks.
They caught an ex-cop. I think it was a palm reader, a mobster, and like a hooker.
I'm telling you,
was all in this ring.
It's just a bad joke. That's all that is.
Was there a candlestick maker?
Well, the guy was an ex-cop, got like washed out, and then he started to work for McDonald's. So that's how he got the term ex-cop.
Ex-cop like just flipping burgers now?
Ex-cop
No.
slash fry guy.
He ended up getting
Yeah.
hired as like one of the liaisons for like the security for the Monopoly game.
Oh shit.
So
okay.
he would have to pick. They always pick a different printing press to do the games to keep it secret, and he'd be the one that would oversight to make sure that it would be impossible for you to get 4 railroads or you to get the $1 million prize.
Wait,
Oh, so like each
nobody
store?
ever wins that ever?
No, they do, but not the big prizes, right? You'll win like instant cash, maybe $100, $200. He was rigging them to where he would win like the $1 million prizes, the $500,000 prizes.
Okay, but
The court, I think he won the Viper too.
It took 20 years for them to catch on.
Yeah, they did this big thing because he was actually pretty sly. I forgot what the article said, how they caught him. But one of the things that started to catch them in their demise was no one in Canada would ever win. And that's what started the FBI was like, this is rigged.
That's just reality, baby. Canada never wins.
yeah,
so
to be
it
fair, they
started
got
this-
the population of California.
Yeah. And it started this big, like anything, right? When like FBI or an officer goes undercover, it's not overnight. So it took him years to like get in the circle to figure out how he was rigging the game, because just saying that they knew he was winning wasn't enough. They wanted to know how he was rigging the game. So he would take all the winners and he would envelope them, mail them off. He was even coined like a good Samaritan because he gave like this Christian hospital in need. He sent them the $1 million winning prizes.
He was the Monopoly Robin Hood.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait,
Very
so
little.
He didn't save any of the money?
No, he did, and then he would do other stuff too. Like, I know you're going to win $1 million. Give me 200,000. And so he would
What?
play things like that, where he'd always change who the winner was, and that's one way that it was really tough to track down.
Were these winners just blindsided, or these winners knew him personally?
It depends. Some of them he knew, but some of them were like through the mob. That's how the mobsters involved. They would line up
Oh.
who would win, and he would send the pieces, and he would slick them in their pocket when no one was watching, or he would pull them out. Or they said one time he went to a McDonald's where he knew the winners were going to be delivered, and he ended up taking them all out when no one was paying attention.
Wait. So he would take these winning Monopoly pieces right off of the printing press?
Yeah, a lot of them before they ever hit the whatever fries, drinks.
That's McDonald's fault. I mean, for them not to have like a camera on those constantly.
Yeah, it was. Well, that was his job. He was the oversight, watching the workers, but no one was watching him watching the workers.
Everybody's always got to be watching somebody, though. And that
That's true.
Man, it's
20 years of this, though.
It's a sad day when organized crime infiltrates McDonald's.
It's a pretty good
Jeez.
article read. Read it. I mean, it was blown up on social media, but just look it up on the internet. It's a pretty good read about
So an
This huge
estimated
investigation.
total of 24 million.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. 24 million over
Holy
like 20 years.
shit.
It's not bad.
I
$1 million a year.
I could live with that.
Oh, 100%. Boys, let's get in the Monopoly game.
Let's go get some fries.
Well, it's crazy too because the article doesn't talk about it much, but it hints at like you remember how you would call like a family member in Florida and try to get them to get tickets.
No.
Well, that was like a big thing, like people selling their things on eBay.
Oh, really?
Because in different regions you get different pieces.
Okay.
And so there was like this was the next extreme, right? They thought maybe he was doing that. He just had a ring of people.
Dude.
But then to come to find out like he was actually altering stuff to get the pieces.
That would be perfect for a truck driver who ate McDonald's 3 times a day.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Well, he's probably still 101, obviously.
Yeah. Now maybe though.
And think about how much money McDonald's made out of it. I forget what the article said, but they talked about how much revenue they made because of
The
the game.
Monopoly game?
Yeah.
For reals?
People
they
will
probably
go to
sell way
McDonald's
more.
like 2-3 times a day, one on their way to work and one for dinner,
And they just buy extra large fry just for
just for the pieces.
Okay,
Wow.
that's pretty scary, to be honest. That's lame.
So
That's genius marketing.
this guy could get away with it.
Yeah.
What would prevent any Joe Schmo flipping burgers from just taking the stickers off beforehand?
That was the thing was McDonald's, to make it so difficult, obviously they don't want to be out of the money. They made it so rare that not a single store ever had all the pieces to be a winner.
Oh.
So, like, if you're a Joe Schmo, you could sell the pieces online, but you wouldn't get the instant cash. That's what he was getting, like the instant 500,000, instant 200,000, maybe a Viper, or because the allure was if
How
you
is
got
he
like
getting it though? That's my thing is. So
he knew where all the shipments were going, and they were so rare in different pieces. He knew, or he would take them right off the press, put them in an envelope, send them to the right store so they thought they got the pieces, and then he would take them.
I got that part, but I don't understand why it had to go to the store. And then the store gets a whole thing of cups or whatever. How does he know what cup has the right piece?
They would make sure that they'd have fake ones on cups, or he would know exactly like it's going to be in this batch, because that was his sole job, was to make sure these pieces went to where they were going.
That sounds like a lot of work.
That sounds pretty
Yeah.
orchestrated.
Yeah, big time. That's why I took a palm reader. Mobs.
Wait. What the palm reader have to do with that?
She told him something about that he'd be wealthy or something. I can't remember. And he always went to her. So somehow she got in after she told him about how to be wealthy.
She read Big Mac's palm and told him that he was getting taken.
Return of the Mac.
I think she channeled Ronald McDonald.
Oh God,
Let me see if I can look it
creepy
up.
bastard.
All right.
That's pretty wild.
I know, that's crazy.
I almost feel like that was like off of one of those the fake news.
The Onion.
Yeah, this just seems almost unreal. What do you
I'm looking it up.
what's going on over there, Matt?
There's a lot of YouTube series where people like buy out the whole store to like see those pieces.
Really?
They never get jack shit.
I lied. It was 12 years, 24 million. So
Oh,
he's averaging
fuck.
$2 million a year.
Can't. Yeah, that's good.
All right, career change, boys. Matt, I'm going with you. I'm career changing to McDonald's.
So what pieces make you win $1 million?
It depends. Like some of them was you always needed like boardwalk and
Because you got to fill the
Baltic
whole
Avenue or
board
whatever.
to get the big grand prize,
No,
right?
you would always need just the last two right before go.
So
Just
he-
those two win the whole thing.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: you get one of those, and you just put it on eBay for like $100,000. Because if someone needs it to win $1 million, they're gonna pay you that $100,000.
$450. They
Oh,
got a
so
deal.
the-
So
so-
they're still making a little bit.
In the 80s, he actually took a job at the specialty printing company where he worked with one of his clients, which was McDonald's. My bad.
So he doesn't work for McDonald's. He works for the printing company.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Makes more sense now.
Makes him even more shady.
And then he went on to be hired by the company that McDonald's worked for, so indirectly he worked for McDonald's. And his sole responsible was to oversee the printing of the McDonald's game pieces.
That's a pretty cush job right there.
He gave
all
his
these
first
pieces.
he gave his first slip to his stepbrother, which was worth $25,000.
He's probably already making pretty good money at his job.
Also, then in 1995, 6 years later,
That was just strictly greed. Got
the
best
computer
of it.
randomly selected a factory in Canada to receive the game pieces. This is when he decided to cash in, considering the game already appeared to be rigged.
See now, is it 100% that he actually did donate some of that to like some like charitable organization or something?
It wasn't anonymous, but they're pretty confident it was this guy.
See, my whole outlook on the guy would have been like, whatever. Just he didn't take any of the money and just donated all of it.
Oh, you know he kept some of that
Yeah.
though. Why go through all the hassle? He probably had to give it to the mob.
So he's in prison now?
That's probably what it is. Some shady
Yeah.
mob shit.
They jailed him.
Those donations were probably just mob fronts.
It looks like it happened in 9/11 was the day the trial started.
Whoa.
And
Oh.
it still goes to this day.
No, this is when it kind of broke.
Matt. So a drug dealer is going to get 10 years. What's this guy getting in the Matt Law book?
He'd probably the Matt Law book is a lot different from our
I actually
judicial
just
system.
looked it up. It said how much time you
Or
got.
what would you give him, Matt?
Over under.
I'd probably give him 15, 20
$24 million.
dollars.
That's
It
what he's
depe-
taking from McDonald's.
It depends if I'd charge him a big fine that he has to pay back, like a penalty that he has to pay.
Yeah, he
Plus
was forced to
15
pay
to 20.
restitution.
Yeah.
Damn.
Plus, I'd give 15 to 20.
20 years? Okay.
All he did was steal a little money.
That's a lot of money.
From a big corporation, though. But
But
not stealing from.
He was
But
arrested.
the corporation
and
made a lot of
sentenced-
money off
He was
of it.
sentenced to 3 years prison and forced to pay $12.5 million.
That ain't bad. 3 years, 12 million out of 24.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
I think that's a good retirement plan.
I think, Matt. I think you
He
might
got
be
off
able to make
easy,
3
bro.
years. You could. I think you could.
Dude,
survive
I
3
couldn't
years.
do a week in prison. I don't know if
You're
I could
into
do
that kind of activity?
I don't know if I could do the tour.
The 3-hour tour.
Yeah, you. All your photos would have to be on the old disposable cameras. We can post that to your Instagram, bud.
The old
Hashtag hobo knapsack.
Done.
the prison purse.
Oh, the prison purse.
Speaking of laws, what about the Ninth Circuit Court?
Oh, I like
Nice
it.
segue.
Nice.
Do you guys know enough about that to explain to me what I can and can't do?
Just
Mm,
carry your gun
Matt-
loaded on the
Yeah,
outside.
Matt,
You're good.
definitely do some research on your own before you
do your research, but what happened was a guy in Hawaii was saying that it's his Second Amendment right to open carry. So obviously, went to court. Then it went to court. Then it finally made its way to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which covers the western states, which usually leans left. But twice in like 2 weeks, they leaned right for gun owners. And they said that it's against your constitutional right to be able to open carry. And then the other one was mags over 10 is illegal. States can't ban excess cap mags.
So
So where does that leave us?
So right now the cap thing's in a weird gray area because of the whole California situation. But according to the court, they said you can have high cap mags.
So federal law trumps state law. You won't get in trouble.
Well, you'll probably be put through some hurt and some situation by by the court system maybe, but eventually, yeah.
I wouldn't go out and buy that 34 round mag for your Glock quite yet.
But the big ones you open carry, right? I mean, we've pretty much lived with 10 round mags. Bless you. But being open to open carry is kind of a big deal because
So explain a little more in depth on that open carry. So just guns got to be empty. You can be out in a holster.
So this was what it was
Yeah.
before. We don't know what specifics are going to be now.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Yeah, so just like you said, gun had to be visibly shown. Trigger had to be covered with a locking mechanism of some type. Couldn't be like an old Western cut like Rick Grimes.
Whoa, wait a second. So
Drop leg
if
holster.
you had to be a completely inoperable gun to open carry.
Yes. Well, I mean, not
No, it
inoperable.
didn't have to have a trigger lock on it. It just had to have the trigger
Oh.
covered by
yeah,
a
like
holster.
like officers do.
I thought
where
you
they
meant like
ha-
a lock thing.
No, you know how like officers they got to push like 2 buttons for the
Retention.
gun to come up. Yeah.
Oh,
Those are
so
sweet.
it does have to have a retention.
Just like any shooting range would, your holster's got to cover the trigger.
Well, no, I mean like where you have to click a button to pull
No.
it.
No.
It just
as
has
long
to
as
cover the
trigger
trigger.
is covered, I'm
Okay.
assuming.
Yeah. And then your mag could be loaded, but it can't be touching the gun in any way, shape, or form. So usually you put your ammo in the other pocket with your mag.
What if you have one of those? Okay, yeah, makes sense.
And then there was a thing where people were carrying their rifles, but I don't recommend that because that's kind of weird. Like having like a machete over your back or like a katana,
Yeah.
just walking down the street.
That'd be more badass than any other.
I think that's legal. You
firearm,
can
I
carry
think.
a katana if it's in a case.
I think they're going to
I
pull
don't
you
know
over
about
for that.
Yeah.
They'll probably talk to you.
Yeah, why the
But-
hell you got a sword on your back, you
But I've heard it's
But it's a
legal.
pretty big deal because think
next
about like how
next
many.
week on the NBD special, Matt tries things. He's
Yeah.
gonna walk down with the katana.
We need donations to get pay his bond.
It's pretty of a big deal though, because, I mean, most likely it comes down to the sheriff, right? If you have a good sheriff that gives CCW, it's not a big deal. But for some of those counties that they've been kind of put down and can't get CCWs, whether they need them or not, now they can open carry.
YOLO,
Well,
San Diego.
so
Yeah,
like
LA
so
or San Francisco,
if this is
they wouldn't do it.
so if the judge just says this and now you can do it. basically.
Yeah, that's how the court system works. If the Supreme Court says something, it's law.
But it's not. Oh, so there is like something written down that says
They
you
can't appeal this.
They can appeal it.
This
So
can't
there
go to
could
the
be
Supreme Court.
Yeah, so there could be a little leeway until the Supreme Court hears it. Whatever the highest court is, that's the temporary stay of what do they call that? Precedence.
That's pretty crazy.
And then if the Supreme Court overturned it, let's say 3 months later, you would get 3 months of open carry. Right.
So if I walk to my local Target tomorrow with a gun outside my waist, pistol.
They probably deny you for being a no-gun zone, but
Well, okay, but like let's say that someone calls the police on you and they show up. The cops don't even know that yet. They'd be like, "Yo, you can't
it
do
made
this."
pretty big news, but probably, yeah. I mean, you're gonna get harassed.
So you
And
probably
you're
go
gonna
to
do your
jail.
research.
They're gonna pull up on you real hard.
Yeah.
Guns drawn on you.
Yeah.
So
And then you say, I'm not driving, sir. I'm a traveler.
oh
God,
those
sovereign.
fuckers.
Sovereign citizen.
So it's basically not worth it, and the cops don't know, and you just
It might not be worth it for you, but it goes back to like those people like Justin was saying in YOLO, San Diego, where their sheriff are just assholes. They don't want anyone to have guns.
And let's say these guys work on ranches and stuff,
Yeah,
and they
the
want to have the
farm.
gun with them.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, if you had the option to open carry if you wanted to here, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
And it kind of gets around the idea that like going to the range, when you remove your gun from the car to carry it into the range,
Yeah,
you're technically breaking the law.
just because you're not on their property yet.
Well, you're
It's-
open carrying a
You're not
weapon.
concealed.
So, but isn't there a different law when you're at a range where like you can?
Well, you gotta put it into your car, and if you park on the street,
So yeah, so there's like
you
a
take
certain,
it into a gun store. I mean, there's multiple areas where you're technically a criminal if you can't open carry.
That was always funny at some local gun stores at J&G because it's sort of in the middle of nowhere. I never felt weird bringing my gun into the store from the street. But at Wild Sports, rest in peace, I always felt weird because it was on a pretty busy corner.
Oh yeah, and
Bringing your rifle in just
looks
straight
weird.
up with the breech open, just walking in with guns in your hand is kind of weird. But J&G, they specialize in rifles. It didn't feel odd, but yeah, you never been to a gun store and someone's just rocking like 3 rifles in their hands
I've never
walking
seen
in?
someone walk in like that.
That's actually the only way you can do it because if you're getting like a scope done, you have to bring the gun with you.
I've seen a cop like when they turn their guns in like at the police station. I saw the cop just like walk through the parking lot with a rifle. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, got to.
But it's interesting because like it's like the judge says it, but like none of the law enforcement are gonna know, so they're just gonna treat you like it wasn't legal.
I think they will know. They have briefings every morning. I'm sure this comes up.
It's a pretty big
I
deal
think
too
so.
because it's the Ninth Circuit Court, right? So it covers all of the Western states, not just California and Hawaii.
yeah.
Yeah, Nevada.
So open
Arizona, those kind of states.
Has open carry always been where you can't have its gun can never be loaded?
Yes, that's why it's called open carry.
So what's the? I thought open carry just meant like it's openly out there.
No, open carry just gives you the benefits of being able to self-defend, but you're not putting the public in harm's way.
But it is kind of up to the states too, because like in Wyoming and stuff, you can open carry loaded with no problem.
Oh, okay.
Really?
But
So the
Yeah.
state of California can never overturn. They couldn't overturn it like as a local or a state law standpoint.
yeah, they
They
could.
could.
Well, they did, and that's why it went to the Ninth District Court.
But that was Hawaii, right?
Well,
Yeah.
California also
Oh,
enacted that law to make open carry illegal.
so eventually this is gonna go either way for us.
It depends. The Supreme Court. Well, that's what the weird thing, right? Is a lot of people are shocked because Ninth Circuit Court is 5-4 Dems, but
They
got
shouldn't be either or. They're goddamn judges.
fact. But they both were quote
100%.
unquote gun Republican initiatives.
That's
I'll have
pretty
to
crazy.
do some research. I'm very curious on this.
I'm interested to
Yeah.
figure out the judges that made that ruling. Just
Yeah,
to
yeah.
see.
They probably get something out of it. I don't know.
I was gonna say it's very rarely does that ever happen, right?
Super rare, and like I said, it was like 2 or 3 gun laws in the last month.
Probably the NRA going to work.
Yeah, get your memberships. I think it's like $30
going
for
up.
3 years.
It's
right
going
now.
up,
Yeah,
dude.
it is. Did you get a bag?
I
Did you
got
get
a bag.
Stickers.
I got a sticker in a bag. Camo bag, dude.
Get your money in now. It's the most important thing you'll invest in your life.
Just
Most
right.
important
God,
thing
what
you'll
is
invest
this?
in
Hey,
your
I
life.
will stand by that too.
Whoa.
You guys are crazy.
Okay.
I only have one because I have to have one.
Keep your guns
If I
safe.
chose, I wouldn't do it.
He dreads every time he has to renew.
Fuck yeah. It's like giving money to the Gestapo.
Hey, that ranch rifle, it's clear. It's in the clear.
It's gun insurance, bro.
Pretty much.
They actually do offer you gun insurance. There was a big talk about this last
So
time.
you had to
with some
send in your
people.
serial numbers or what?
No, they'll just it's up to like $1,000 or $500 of they'll give you. If your
Like
gun.
not even an
I
hour
know,
of
but-
attorney fees.
but-
If you shoot somebody,
No,
they give you
it's,
$1,000.
No, it's for if it's stolen.
oh, what?
Yeah, it's a part of your membership.
I'm just gonna say I
insurance.
got like 30 guns stolen. That's 30 G's.
Like, but like, let's say you have one though, you're covered for like that for a $30 membership. That's a pretty good deal. Once a year,
Yeah, yes.
just a little perk. Guys, hop on board, get your membership. now.
Speaking of attorneys, I'm signing up for a service. I'm getting lawyer service this year. You never know what can happen.
That's true.
But are you going to get one for Lady Bear or just you?
No, family plan.
I've got an
Good,
interesting lawyer thing. I had his photo stolen recently.
Your
What?
photo?
Yeah, a photo I took.
Oh yeah,
And
I
the-
remember this.
No, this is like happened last week.
Is
The
it
one
of your
of the,
hobo
oh, not the
knapsack?
one of the girl.
It is one of a girl, but it
The
was
one that's going crazy on
no. This one
Instagram.
was put on a magazine in Australia.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
How did
Sue
you
'em.
find time out?
How did I find out?
No,
They-
just keep going.
So
the underground peeps told
Oh,
them your
fuck.
shit's out
This
here.
is
no, the model reached out to me, and she was like very angry because she's like, my face is on there. I didn't know about this, right? And then I was like, what? And so she sent me the link and everything, and she was like, I don't like she was more pissed about the article, like how it
What
was
it stands
presented.
for and everything.
Yeah, and because her face was on it, then I was like, yeah, I don't care about that. But and she was like,
Well, that's
she-
my fucking photo.
So she reached out to the people and they said that they bought it like from a stock photo thing, and she was like, "Are you making money off my face?" Like she's kind of mad about that.
Whoa!
And but I also had her signed a release form, so technically it was my property. But
So did you sell it?
no, I didn't make a dime. It was on my portfolio on my website, so I was like, they clearly just jacked this off on my website.
Did you watermark it?
It's super small. You could just cut it off.
Okay,
But-
so what happened? Hold on.
So
Yeah.
I told her, I was like, I had recently saw a video where a company in Australia, the same thing, they had stolen a photo from America and put it on like a product and sold it all over. And it's such a headache because copyright laws in the other states are different from here in America.
100%.
And for you to even find a lawyer, you have to find an Australian lawyer to take your case. And a lot of them don't specialize in that, and you'll end up paying way more. It's a huge headache. And I told her, I was like, you can send them a cease and desist. It's not my problem. It's your face on there. And I didn't make a dime out of this, so I told her it's a major headache. They have the upper hand here. Basically, they can basically steal your stuff and get
That
away with
sucks.
So are you going to be able to photograph her again?
it. I don't really work with this person anymore,
Okay.
but
Bad times, huh?
no, it was
Emily.
no, it was actually from one of the first photo shoot I ever did. The first paid photo shoot I ever did.
Sierra.
That was a yoga.
Oh,
Yoga
oh,
chick.
the
Oh,
yoga.
the one in the park?
The yoga ones were always giving you hassles.
Yeah, I know.
The one they put in
think-
Palladio?
you
Like I
think-
told you, it was at Palladio?
They probably stole that too. No,
Remember when I
that-
told you that picture was up there?
Yeah, that was the first photo shoot I did for like $100.
And it was on the Palladio?
I don't know. I never saw the one Dave did.
But I sent it to you. I took a picture of it.
I don't remember that.
Dude, is there a way that you could protect your photos better on your website?
I could just slap a watermark like super cheesy, like right on the middle, but I always hate that. Like
Just do a fat MKP.
just like and like the ones where it's like you can't even see, it's just like slapped on the thing. I'm not a big fan of that, but I think it's cheesy. But I mean, if someone really wants to go there and steal it, then
Just give all your models face tattoos with the MKP like right over there. That face tattoos are in now.
like a what about a photoshopped watermark where like it looks like a tattoo in the model's face?
Yes.
She's gonna look like Mike Tyson.
Look like
Yeah.
6'9".
Yeah.
Speaking
yeah,
of
I had
that,
it
Jesus
stolen.
Christ, 6'9", Matt. You're the young buck here. What
I
what
don't
is the
follow
world
him that
coming
much.
to?
I would talk about the whole FouseyTube and YouTube drama going on. It's nuts right now, but you guys don't know very much about it.
We don't know anything about YouTube, but you can tell us.
It's not. It's kind of cheesy.
Sounds
but
dumb.
Yeah, it's just FouseyTube, a YouTuber, put on a big event July 15th, wants to be a motivational speaker. Came out of the depths of nowhere, used to make fake pranks.
Sounds like Dave Ramsey.
He very far from Dave Ramsey.
It doesn't make sense to me that these YouTubers can pull off these fake videos and still get famous. Like everybody knows they're fake, but
They think that they're bigger than they are, and then for some reason people fall for it.
Well, I was
Yeah.
talking to General Vathis about this.
General Vathis,
old
that's old name
podcast member,
drop.
and he said he didn't mind the fake pranks because he was like, at the end of the day, it's just entertainment, right? And I was like, well, it's the fact that they're hiding it, they're acting like it's real, and
That's what reality TV is. What's the
yeah,
difference?
and so he was saying he's like, there's not a problem with fake pranks, it's still entertainment, but I was like, I just still don't think it's right to it's like cheating it, like it's not real.
I think what happens to these guys
It's not
though
funny
is
anymore.
they have more followers online than they have in real life, right? So if you go to throw this event, they really don't
100%.
have the fans that they think they do.
Oh, I don't know, because I just saw what's the big YouTube VidCon. I
Yeah.
just saw a whole bunch of VidCon
Oh,
stuff.
Tanacon,
dude, and
that
like,
big fail.
Casey Neistat, dude, his freaking conference rooms are slammed
You
of
can't even
people
get
that
in.
just want to watch him. I was like, what the hell's going on? This guy's like, he's almost like an important like president of the world or something. I don't know what's going on.
What kind of YouTube videos does he do?
He does like a whole bunch of like reviews on. Actually, a lot
He
of
used to
like,
be a filmmaker, but he does blogs now. He's just like an internet personality now. Like,
but he does a whole bunch of sweet reviews on stuff that just gets sent to him for free.
yeah, he's just a famous guy now.
I used to follow a guy that does paintball gear like that.
Oh, that's sweet.
Ridiculous.
But oh yeah, it was funny because the event that the FouseyTube guy put on at the Greek Theater, he put the tickets up for
Typical
free.
Greek.
He put the put the tickets up for free. So in LA, everyone's a con man. They bought out all the tickets and then they tried to resell them for money to all these kids that wanted to go. And so that at the event, like no one showed up because all the tickets were sold out in like a few seconds by people trying to scam people.
Shit's hella funny.
Ridiculous.
And
what
that-
about this? Speaking of YouTube, this like Keck challenge.
The
Yeah,
Kiki.
What is the Kiki challenge?
Fill us in
It's
there, young
from
buck.
the new Drake song.
Yeah, it's Drake.
In My Feelings, I think.
Is it any good?
Can you bring it up?
The
What
song.
do I put in? Kiki?
K-I-K-I.
No, it's K-E-K-E.
But
It's K-I-K-I.
the guy
Oh, it's
Jiggy,
K-E-K-E.
I think the guy name's Jiggy, the guy who came up with that dance. He confronted Drake on recently a couple days ago. He's like, "Where's my money, man?" Like, and
I
Drake,
saw that.
yeah, he's like, "Yeah, it's coming, man." Like, yeah, like he totally bullshitting
It was
him.
K-I-K-I.
He was pissed.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was K-E-K-E.
Dude, I don't know, but it's just these challenges.
It doesn't even come up.
K-I-K-I challenge?
Oh, no. What's the name of the song? It's called like
In My Feelings.
It still should come up as K-I-K-I, though.
No,
It
because he's in
didn't.
Apple
No.
Music.
Oh,
I was looking at the song.
Oh, I thought it was like
Yeah.
a YouTube video. Sorry.
I saw one on Twitter this morning. I retweeted where this lady is like, I don't know, in Spain or something like that. And she jumps out of the driver's seat and she's dancing. And the car's getting away from her a little bit, and she drops her purse. And these two dudes on like a moped bicycle come over, steal the purse, and take off. And she runs away from the car that's still going down the road, trying to get her purse.
That's messed
Even
up.
Will Smith did it too. That's what he really blew it up. Will Smith has a YouTube channel. It's
Are you
popping
trying to
now.
find the exact song, Ken?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I found it. Oh, it's K-E-K-E.
I told you it was
But the
K-E-K-E.
K-I-K-I is the challenge.
No.
That guy just spelt it wrong. I
Yeah,
guess.
that guy's an idiot.
Oh,
He was a
my
white
God.
guy. What do you expect?
Shit. Oh, wait.
No, the
Never
song
mind.
is called "In My Feelings."
Oh, shit. I might need to backtrack that last statement.
Hold on. Wait. I got the real thing right here. Just give me some seconds. You guys are all giving me bad info. All right, here we go.
Fire online now.
Well, my thing
Speaking
is,
of what's trending.
when that shit's getting, play, and a sweet little video that one of our own made about some shooter lube doesn't get any recognition, that kind of grinds my gears.
What do you mean any recognition?
Dude,
Actually, Shooter Lube's up all in his jock right now.
I like it.
Okay, speaking of trending, I don't mean to hijack. This is fucking trending right now. Thieves steal a shark from a Texas aquarium by basically disguising it as a baby.
What?
They go into the tank and stole the shark.
How do you go into a tank?
Okay, well, can
I'm
we
bringing-
spin off into my topic after that one?
Sorry, Matt, your shooter lube's going to have to wait.
I was using another kind of lube, anyways.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez. That monk mode, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry to hijack, but I got some beef to throw out there for Shark Week.
Oh, perfect segue.
Oh my
what a
God!
save.
Just hold the freaking
What?
microphone.
He just saved his mic
That's
from
two
the
problems so far.
Wham! That thing
pop
just.
filter.
that was
Thank God it didn't hit that. I would have busted our eardrums out.
Boing.
All right.
You guys need that? You know what that is.
So I got TV back.
Hell yeah.
Didn't have TV for a long time, like since 2006.
No big deal.
So I'm watching Shark Week because, I love sharks. I love everything in the ocean.
Shark Week. Hell
Dude, it's fucking awful. It's all reality TV bullshit. There's no science anymore.
yeah. They do have a lot more celebrities on there.
It's all about suspense. Like, oh, is a shark going to bite us? Come on, you're in a steel cage, dude. Seriously.
Did you see the shark go in Shaq's cage?
That
Okay.
was crazy.
That was the only thing I liked about Shark Week was Shaq.
Shaq's awesome.
But seriously, it's all out the window now. They have this weird Shark Tonight show where they're comedy. They got fucking Shark Tank motherfuckers out there. It's stupid now.
There was actually, I forget, because Shark Week's typically on Discovery, right?
Yep.
It's always on Discovery.
Well, during the same time Shark Week was going on Discovery, I think National Geographic
Had the real stuff.
had the real stuff on there. And
Yes.
that was far superior, actually.
Dude, it's like MTV. You can't see a music video on MTV. You got to go to MTV2 for that.
That's true.
National Geographic is the MTV2 to what Discovery
that's
used
a
to
fact.
be.
But Discovery's always had more reality shows, right? Mythbusters.
Pawn
Dirty
Stars.
Jobs.
No, that's wrong
But dude,
channel.
Shark Week used to
Yeah.
be just straight sharks documentaries for the whole week.
And they would
Yeah.
actually have those crazy just
Where
actual...
they tag them.
Yeah, they would tag them. They would have the photographers get out there on a whale carcass and show the great whites.
They
on
had
that
the
thing.
Diesel brothers out there doing something with sharks, and I'm like, Jesus, what the hell?
They probably had Paulie and Paul Jr. building a chopper.
Oh my
These
God.
guys are
Shark
back.
chopper.
These guys
No.
are back, bro.
Yeah, they are. Back in the Clan.
I
and
hate
Michael.
that.
Well, the economy's good, so
Running
now
low
that
on money.
their business is booming again.
Yeah.
So the only good thing I saw in Shark Week, which I think was on National Geographic anyway, was the killer whale stuff.
That was
What happened with that?
super
Killer
sweet.
whales in South Africa. You know where they filmed Air Jaws,
Yeah.
the great whites that took seals.
Yeah.
There was 2 killer whales called port and starboard because one of their dorsal fins were bent over, one of them right and one of them left.
Hell
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Free Willy style.
Yep. But what happened was they saw this pod of killer whales show up, and then they just had great whites washed up on shore dead. And when they started investigating the great whites, just the liver was missing.
So badass.
So,
So-
they kill just for one little delicacy.
Well, apparently a liver makes up 30% of the mass of a great white.
I didn't
Shark
realize
frog,
that.
wow.
So if you've got a 3,000 pound shark, you've got a 1,000-pound liver in there or something.
That's
That's
gnarly. I didn't
massive.
know
Or yeah, I think the math works on that one. But
What
they're
was-
big.
Yeah. What was the other one you guys were talking about where one of the orcas killed a great white and they bounced?
Oh yeah, that was it happened in
that. Farallon Islands.
the Farallon Islands here in California, but it also happened in South Africa. I guess what happens, and they've reproduced it, is that the shark's body or the liver or some chemical is let off by the shark when it's killed or when it's torn apart, and all the other sharks sense it and take off.
Dude, but it was
That
insane.
sounds crazy.
Because like Justin was saying, the great as soon as that happened, the great whites, the rest that had tracers on them or trackers, dove to a depth 1,500 feet
Yep.
and just went to Hawaii.
Just bounce.
Just
Yeah.
got the hell out of there, dude.
They swam 2,500 miles. Just
Straight. They're like a pod's coming, boys.
They were
Yep.
just fuck that.
they
That's
weren't
pretty
having.
awesome.
They weren't having it.
Justin, you should tell us about your actual encounter with killer whales.
Oh yeah,
That's a good story. I like that.
So we were in Monterey Bay and we're out whale watching. And we're like, okay, this is cool. And we see some dolphins and we see some seals. But then we see a pod of probably 700 dolphins just come by the boat. And they came by the boat super fast. You could tell they were panicked.
Jamming.
Yep. So the lady there was a marine biologist on the boat. And they're like, okay, this is really odd behavior. There must be something going on.
Yeah.
So then she looks over and there was a pod of killer whales. And one of them had killed a dolphin. And the little killer whale was training with it,
Playing
flipping
with,
it and
playing
stuff.
with a little doll.
Yep.
Oh
So
my
it was
God.
pretty cool to see that in real life. That was rad.
That's
think
crazy.
That's one of those things once in a million years somebody's probably seen. That's so rare for you to see that. That's
Couldn't
Oh, yeah.
see it at
I mean,
SeaWorld.
we're not on the ocean ever, so the chances to see that is just amazing.
that's
One
awesome.
in a million.
Yeah.
Better odds than winning the lottery.
Oh fucking god, that's too close. Too close in California for that guy to win it.
I thought I was going to win, actually.
Why?
I bought a ticket from the dirtiest shithole little liquor store that I could find in L.A.
That's the secret.
That is the secret.
I was like, I thought I was gonna get shot going in there. I was like, I just need a ticket.
Yeah.
God, imagine that.
Nice.
That's
If I
okay.
won, I'd want to buy a cul-de-sac and buy like just every house on that cul-de-sac and just give it to my friends.
That'd be sweet.
I'd probably
Fuck.
go live in the mountains
Jinx.
alone.
Well-
mode.
I don't know if we'd make that list, but that'd be sweet. I'd still come visit Justin.
Yeah, that's true.
To have a
That's
whole
good point.
cul-de-sac or like a giant ranch with a bunch of houses on it would
That'd
be
fucking
awesome.
awesome.
Or you could start a ranch and like raise buck and bulls for the PBR.
Oh
Oh
boy.
my lord, you're so country now.
Dude, that would be sweet.
Did you even go to the rodeo this year?
Oh, dude, it was about the same as every year, but it was cool. They had a. Oh, do you guys got to go next year? These are close
Yeah,
enough.
the
I've been to
Bushwhacker.
rodeos in Wyoming. I've been to the real deal. Not that yuppie Folsom rodeo shit.
Yeah.
You been to the deals though?
Deals though.
What's your
yeah.
boys? What's your rodeo boy name?
Who? JB.
JB Mooney.
Oh, JB.
JB.
He wears a flat jacket.
No. they all have to wear those.
You all right over there? What's going on? Talk about JB. You gotta
Yeah,
clear
I
the
know.
throat, huh?
Big JB.
Oh.
He started his own bucking bull company actually.
So he just sells
Mooney
bulls now, or what?
He's raising bucking bulls.
Fuck, that's pretty.
Dude,
sweet.
that's the business to be
No,
in.
the
dude.
the new guy's Jess Lockwood, 19 years old, 2-time world champion.
In
19.
Think
Las
about
Vegas,
that,
Las
19
Vegas
years old.
Worlds.
Yeah, world champ. 19.
What about in the 15-15
And you know
bucking battle?
how much longer
He'd
his
probably
career is
win
going to
that
be?
too.
2 years.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, because he's got to wear a helmet because he got in the game too late.
Yeah,
He'll
the
be
new
okay.
guys all wear helmets.
Really?
Pussies.
Yeah,
Is
same
it like,
thing.
is
Same
it like
thing with
hockey
the-
rules?
Yeah, same thing with like a lot of the Mexican fighters coming up. They all got masks.
Nacho Libre.
Wait. They're probably South American.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I don't think they're Mexican.
You know, those fire drills.
Because there are always a lot of rodeo and horse people from South America.
Brazil's
Yeah.
really big. Yeah.
Quite a few jockeys too.
No, that's a true fact. If you go out to like any of the horse raceways, everyone who takes care of the horses is probably from South America.
I was thinking El Salvador.
Probably. Any of them. I don't know.
They're all tiny as hell.
Yeah, they are.
Chile.
Yeah, big time.
They breed jockeys down there. And we breed
There's
the
just
horses.
communities of little people.
It's
breeding
like
Yeah.
it's like
jockeys.
how do you think they made cats? They took lions and just kept every generation put them in a smaller
They're
cage.
just gonna get smaller.
See that?
It's
There's
like
some-
in China where the women wear the small shoes
That's too
so that their feet won't get big. It's true. If you put a goldfish in a small tank, it won't get big.
That is.
If you put a goldfish in a pond,
no,
it
it's
becomes
a
a, koi.
myth. It's a myth, dude.
There's
The fish
some-
thing is a myth.
There's some town of homunculus
Yeah,
that live in South America.
they're like
That's just-
34 feet tall.
Yeah.
We can debunk this
Oh.
fish thing right now in your tank right there.
Oh, they would get way bigger. if it
No,
wasn't that-
dude, those are big ass fish. And
That is a huge fish.
They're pretty
actually.
big, huh? You can't flush them down the toilet. I've
you
last
clog, dude.
the
What are you
last
about to
one-
say? I've tried.
The last one was just small enough.
Do you think you'd try to eat them?
No way, dude. That's got to be the worst fucking. Dude, that's terrible.
No one's ever tried.
You want to try?
Just fillet your fish right now.
It's probably like carp.
Worse.
Matt, have you ever? Do you even enjoy fish?
Yes.
I got halibut.
You
in
eat
the fridge.
fish?
Oh no, not food. No.
Oh, you know, he loves to look at
Oh,
them. He doesn't
dude,
eat
there
'em.
was a big. I
don't
watched
eat
this. There's a
fish.
new documentary called Rotten on Netflix. They talk about the cod, dude. You know, they ship the cod to China, and then China packages it and sends it back to where it came from over here because it's cheaper. You know how many times that fish has been thawed, rethawed, like so many times. It wouldn't even know where the fish is coming for.
You know the limit's 10. You could go to the ocean, pay $60, and limit yourself on cod you caught yourself.
No
But-
big
Yeah.
deal.
but
Limit.
that's where I'm saying though, the fish you don't know where that stuff's coming from in the grocery store.
That's
true.
a lot of
Yeah.
stuff, though. A lot of stuff is made
Adult-
in China.
You don't know where-
Adulterated honey.
You
I
don't
mean-
know where your hash browns came from.
Oh, I do know the potatoes can't be adulterated.
Yeah,
So
they can.
Potato's a potato.
They could be washed in chemicals.
Yep. What
Why
if-
would they do that?
What if they're growing those potatoes in a mercury mine because they go underground?
Oh.
I buy my potatoes at the farmer's market, bro.
No, you
Those
don't.
are probably the
Yeah.
worst.
You
Those
don't-
are the
you don't-
ones that come pre-hashed in the plastic bag.
You
Yeah.
at the farmer's market? Yeah, right. You
Why
probably-
wouldn't I be there?
people just having all their fruit and veggies out on the table,
That's-
people picking it up, touching it.
Someone
putting
who
Oh,
may
it
have
isn't very
touched.
sanitary.
You would not.
That's
go
like, have
there.
you ever eaten a sun-dried tomato?
No,
What? Even on a pizza?
I don't like tomatoes.
Have you ever had a raisin?
Actually, I stopped eating tomatoes when I heard Tom Brady doesn't eat tomatoes.
Have you eaten a raisin?
I love raisins.
They're kind of like sun-dried grapes.
I like raisins too.
Yeah.
They're
about-
actually a special breed of grape, though.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, because there's no seeds. I would
There-
want seeds.
There's
in
a
my
lot of
raisins. That'd be
sugar in
gross.
raisins.
Matt,
though.
you strike me as a dried mango kind of guy.
Those are actually really good.
They're
No,
phenomenal.
No,
I
I
eat the
guarantee you-
peachos.
He will have never eaten a mango because he's afraid he could have an allergic reaction.
That is
True.
true. One of my brothers is allergic to kiwi, so it's probably in my blood somewhere.
Which
What?
not
Lieutenant
not
Krasinski?
cougar bait.
No,
Okay.
Artemis.
Artemis.
Prochnu.
Whoa, his name is Prochnu?
Prochnu.
Is that his D&D name?
He's got a different D&D. Oh, yeah, no, he goes by. He has a few names: Transient, Prochnu, Artemis. He's got a bunch.
Transient.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your D&D name?
I actually did D&D not too long ago. My name's Gnome Child.
That's
Oh,
what
that's
you are on
unoriginal.
everything.
I know. I told him I wouldn't do it unless I
I
was
heard that
RuneScape
you like.
character.
Oh, dude.
I heard everyone was pissed because you're like level 99 warrior.
Yeah,
level.
You
I
got-
kicked
and you
their
got
ass.
brought
Oh,
in-
Brandon was probably pissed.
You
huh?
got brought into the game at that level. I heard everybody
Yeah.
started out.
Yeah.
and then
Level
you joined
one,
in
been
late.
working.
Brandon was pissed.
But gnomes they're not warriors, so he's just going to get squashed even
Yeah,
as
have you
a
seen
99.
those terrible Travelocity commercials?
Yeah.
Dude. Speaking of RuneScape,
Oh.
I got a membership. Twitch Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you can get a free month membership right now.
Is it mobile?
It's on Android right now. Mobile's
Oh,
out on Android.
I
It's
don't have an
coming
iPhone.
to iOS soon. I got 82 fishing last week.
What? You've already been playing it?
I'm gonna fish
We're
minnows, get
fucking
sharks.
playing every day.
I streamed it, dude.
What? Why
Yeah.
didn't you send out a thing to me?
I've got another
Lumixia?
It went out.
I've got an Android phone at home if you want to borrow it.
I have
Yeah,
one
if
at
you have
work,
an
too.
Android tablet too, it'll work.
Oh, fuck me. I'll just wait.
It's
RuneScape
coming
sucks.
soon, dude.
Wait, what's the
No.
game called?
RuneScape.
Never
Just
heard of
stay
it.
on Xbox.
Just wait till... Dude, hey, on PUBG, I created a clan. If anyone else wants to join our clan,
Oh,
I downloaded the update. I don't think I
Network
can-
Ninjas.
Network Ninjas.
like it.
Yeah. Dude, join. There's a new war mode. It's insane.
You can respond,
It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Plus, we're back on Division, so...
dude. RuneScape's gonna be.
I can't wait for
so
RuneScape.
good, dude.
Division. Yeah, Division's pretty fun.
Real fun.
You're going to have to get an iPad to play that because it's probably going to look way better on a bigger screen.
Probably. I got another quick little thing, too.
What we
that's
got?
trending.
What
Movie Pass. Officially. Over.
Is it really?
Pretty much. You can't go to any new movie, blockbuster movies anymore.
It's really over that quick.
Yeah.
They lost like what, 20 million like in the first like month of having it. It was something crazy. What's going
Well,
on?
what did they
I
expect?
don't know. Yeah.
I thought they thought it was gonna bring the movie scene back.
Well, yeah, but you get people that are going like 50 times and they've just lost a hell of money on that deal.
Fact.
That was my girlfriend. She would go to the movies.
They
like,
didn't
all
think
the
that
time.
one out too well.
So are they gonna get refunded? People who had like life
No,
or year memberships.
I don't think they're gonna get refunded. They're just gonna cancel it.
Well, no, because people who bought like a year at one time, like there's a
Could
Costco deal.
Oh, there was.
I almost got it because it was like people were saying, well, Costco will honor your refund and stuff.
Hmm.
So that'll be interesting. If they get their money back.
I don't know.
We might be getting a guest appearance.
What?
Uh-oh, Jack's coming out.
I
Maybe.
think we've been.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
there he is.
Time.
What's up, dude?
Here, wait, let's see what he has to say.
Oh, watch the cables, dude, little man.
Oh, yeah, he's freaking out.
He's looking for me.
That was sweet.
Gross, he just slimed it.
That's
Oh, he
AMSR.
found me.
He wants to bang Matt.
God, Matt, he's up on you like a...
I have to mount him.
Are you in heat, Matt?
Settle down,
I
boy.
have to mount.
Are you in...
You mind letting
I
him
have
out?
to show
Yeah,
dominance.
I got
Thanks,
him.
dude.
His little tail's whipping around.
Whoa. Easy, dude. Easy, dude.
Oh, it's locked.
You have to mount him, Ken.
Hey, Jack's
He's
out.
not attacking Ken.
Come on, Jax.
You just have to show dominance, though.
There he goes.
There you go.
He loved it.
Hold on.
Ah.
I'm going to have to take him out.
He's not too excited.
He says, come on, you got to walk me out here,
I
dude.
think we've been recording for a long time, anyways.
Dude, if
huh?
he would have barked in this thing that loud when he
Oh,
was in here,
Listeners
holy
keep-
crap.
Dude, but the sniff was sweet.
Can't even reproduce it.
Oh, my goodness. Matt, was that you?
I do it with my dog all the
I was
time.
like, what the
That's
heck?
real good.
Jax is just out there. What the hell's making that noise? Hell yeah. I like it.
So let's go into the shooter loop, dude. I think we got an
We can end up-
avenue for an
yeah.
actual sponsorship.
Well, that's a personal sponsor, but I mean,
Oh, way to think of the team, Matt. Way to think of
Well-
the team.
well, actually, finding out about them, it's probably pretty easy for us to get deals if we.
I would like for you to actually just get free And if you could just hook us up through your deal, that'd be sweet.
I will have some that we can use. I got a shipment coming in,
Yes.
but I don't get like they don't just give me like tons like can hand out like candy, but I do get.
But here's my
amount.
idea. Here's my idea of doing a YouTube video, a YouTube channel
Okay.
of him using. Basically, it's cleaning guns,
Okay. Look out.
different types of guns.
Oh my God.
No, no.
Mic
So-
down.
Cleaning tons of different types of guns, sponsored by Shooters Lube, using Shooters Lube to clean those guns.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, that was kind of how I found them. Was I made a video. They wanted some people to make videos just cleaning it and showing like what you like about it, let's get carbon off and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just saw the quality of the video was 4K, and they're like, "Whoa, this is good quality. Can you make?" They like wanted a deal to do more stuff. And so I was like, "Well, I have a video business. I'll make a cool ass one if we like do some stuff." And so I'm waiting. I'll get like a T-shirt. Now I'm gonna make like a better video, but that would be.
So how did that work out for you, Matt? So you kind of just sent in like a
The
little
one
like
I
a
showed
viewer
you.
contest
heads up. Mic's
situation.
going down. Oh, there we go. Hold on here. So you kind of reached out to them, right, as opposed to them reaching out to you.
Yeah, they would. A company like that wouldn't. They usually don't reach out to people because they're just like a small brand. But if you offer them a deal where like you're not asking for money or you're just offering for a little bit of product, then they're usually pretty game.
So is that what happened on this transaction? You were just like, hey, yeah, if you send some
Well,
free
no,
swag my way, I'll make a better video.
They were like, if you make a more in-depth video cleaning and stuff, we'll send you this package. And I was like, yeah, why not? I like use your stuff.
Hell yeah.
Well, here's what I'm thinking is a good deal though, is because, like, I've got pretty much every type of gun that there is to have,
No big deal.
and if you can like do videos on like this is how you clean a 1911, this is how you clean a revolver, this is and it's all sponsored by Shooters Lube.
Yeah.
I think that's going to drive a lot of views to their product.
I didn't.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
When you said it, I thought you just meant like just showing you like clean a random gun. But if you say
No.
like how to clean it, that's like a better.
Speaking of
like,
random
Yeah.
guns, I got one to show you that'd be perfect for the video when we're done.
Because
of it.
No lie from Justin's standpoint though. I think that's a really good idea because I mean, coming from somebody that didn't have much knowledge about handguns or breaking them down or anything like that when I first shot my gun and had to clean it, I went to YouTube to learn
Yep.
how to break down my gun.
and if I
Yeah.
could find one that's paced correctly, because 90% of them are garbage.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, and then you're just sponsored by Shooters Lube because you use their product. I mean, that's like a huge like feedback loop, right?
Yep. And for me too, it's not even you get breaking the gun down, but half the time, if it's your first gun, you don't know what product you want to get.
Yep.
So if you get a good video and someone watches the video first before they break their gun down, they're probably going to buy the same product you use too.
Dude, I didn't think about that. I'll send
Because-
them an email about that
Because right now, I've used Shooter Lube once or twice, but I'm CLP. But I'll switch if it's better.
And also, I have like a bunch of stainless steel guns, and you should, when they're dirty and you hit them with some cleaner,
Yeah.
oh my God,
That's
they look
good.
good when they're done.
Yeah.
I just picture like one of those sweet like gangster ass gold guns.
I don't have
when,
anything
you,
that
when, you,
cool.
when you say it looks sweet, I just
And actually, when I
owns
say
it.
stainless steel guns, they're all my wife's, but they're cool ass looking guns.
But yeah, dude, those videos, that's the thing. People watch the videos first before they right. You don't jump into the project and then watch a video. You watch a video first. And if they see your product, they're gonna get it.
I
Yeah.
think that's the way to do it. I mean, at least we could all get free lube out of this.
that's all I want in life.
Dude, it lasts us. You get a little one, it'll last you forever too.
Yeah. So I think that's, and then, I mean, if they're down, if they could give us a coupon code, we'll plug them on the podcast.
Oh yeah, they'd definitely give a coupon code.
That'd be sweet. And then, guys,
we need
I'll
a
have to
little
call them.
squirter.
This
We
is
need
too
a
hard to
s-
explain
We
over
need a
an email.
2-finger squirter too.
well, just think about it,
Yeah,
guys.
good
Like
idea.
a minute snippet video like you put together, but we got to post it specifically
We
on the
can
No
pull-
Big Deal
we
Yeah.
pulled a
Instagram.
We pulled the scene off from Super Troopers
Oh.
with all the weed busts, and we're like, chick, chick.
Oh, and my wife were talking about getting an actual like full on like steel silhouette. So if we want
Oh,
to do
dude,
like
that'd
a
be dope.
Oh,
Ding,
that'd
ding,
be pretty
ding.
sweet.
Then we
That'd
can
be
make like
sweet.
a video where like we're doing hella shooting, and then one of you guys hits a hammer on it, so it sounds like we're actually hitting it, and like.
I'm
Oh,
just in the back like Steven
that's already been
Seagal's.
done. Remember the tactical guys?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But if we could do it.
Ting.
That make fun of all the tactical guys.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good idea, Matt. By the way,
Okay, promise me. Sorry, let me
Go ahead.
interrupt real quick. Promise me in any of these shooting videos, please don't wear 5'11" pants.
Oh, I'll have a shamag on too. A shamag.
Oh,
No,
man,
wear the
don't
grunt style
do
shirt
it.
though. You got to wear the grunt style shirt, Matt.
You have to wear something that's appropriate for the range.
You know what you need to wear is that sweet shirt that says "Our day begins when your day ends."
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's the best.
They'd ask you.
I think you just need to wear some "I break for frisbee golfing" T-shirt or something.
Yeah.
Go straight legit.
you're looking all hard and. Yeah, we're got a 1911 here, and you got like a disc golf shirt on.
Yeah.
I do like the Glock mat though that you did the breakdown on.
Oh yeah, I just leave that out. Those are cool.
Do you have to buy a map for every gun?
No,
kidding, I'm kidding.
only Glock is the best gun.
Oh, no big deal.
Jeez.
We should get a Glock.
I did a whole write up
sponsorship.
on my blog about why, like, the Springfield XD was never considered as like a
Yeah,
good
watch
duty
it. It's
weapon.
pretty good.
It really comes down to Glock was giving those guns for free to the police officers.
They were free.
Pretty much.
much.
So they sell the guns for $299 to the police officers. Then they buy them back for that much, and then they sell them for $399 used to the public.
The service.
That
trade-in
just
weapon.
shows you that Glock lasts forever, and like
So they make $100.
I think it was some weird thing like that, yeah. But basically they're just. But to be fair, Glock was giving the law enforcement agencies the support
That's a
and the armory support that Springfield wasn't doing.
See, it's
So
not bad.
the officers, they're cheap guns, they're reliable guns, and they have the support of the manufacturer. They're going to go with those guns.
Hell yeah.
That's because Springfield's worried about getting our troops ready for war. They can't be busy worried about officers.
Well, they did get the P320. I guess all that's going to the Army then.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're fucking high rank.
Dude, we just went into like gun podcast. No big
that's
deal.
what it's like a rabbit hole, dude. We go too long in this, and we just start. It's like a YouTube rabbit hole. We just start going down, and
Those are
I
good.
like
Well,
it.
dude, this whole shooting video thing is going to spin into a shooting podcast. It's going to shoot.
Really
We're,
will.
we're bringing
then-
all our random guns.
And then, okay, so here's what I'm thinking for next year. And we got to do this. If we can get the sponsorship, we need to do this. We're going to go to SHOT Show.
Oh my
And
god.
we're going to do some SHOT Show videos.
Isn't that in
in
Texas?
Vegas.
No, it's in Vegas.
Oh.
We're going to do some SHOT Show videos for Speedy Lube or whatever.
shooter loop.
Shooter
Dude,
lube.
there's probably so many other brands, small gun brands that we could team up with.
Oh, I know,
fact.
but your video
Just-
quality is so good. We could go freelance.
Matt,
Freelance
that'd actually
video.
probably
And
be
you could
like the
sell that
best
stuff.
idea for you.
Dude, these
Would you go
But
to
see,
those?
it's industry, so we have to have an industry input to it.
And how sweet would that
Yeah.
be? You just walk up to like a guy just got done shooting his gun. He puts it on his mat, and you're like, sample size of shooter lube.
Because my wife was going to start a blog on shooting.
That'd be sweet.
I don't think they have
Hell
a
yeah.
very big social media presence, so we could start it for them. With the
Yeah.
combination of you guys, guns,
There
and
you go.
content, like,
And skills. Come on, we're pretty good shooters, all of us here.
yeah.
I'll be
We-
there.
We'll
to
probably catch a
support.
lot of flack on the internet from people.
For what?
This people always got shit to say when they watch you
Well, that's
shoot,
anything on
so-
the internet. You're gonna have
No.
positive
Yeah.
review.
I
and
mean,
shit
we're not
review.
going to be like trying to be tactical.
Oh, I
dude.
will for sure.
Okay,
dude.
well, you can. But that's the thing that, like, when I go to the gun range and I see dudes in, like, the full military fatigues, I'm like, really? You're going to shoot a gun. You don't need your 5'11", everything, underwear and everything.
They probably walk around every day like that.
No, they don't. That's their problem. So when they really need to shoot, they'll be like,
Yeah.
I'm not wearing my 511 jock strap.
Yeah, that's where I keep my secondary mag.
The best move is when they take the gun and they just look and then clear it with
Oh,
one
God,
hand.
that's
no.
terrible.
When they shoot and then they look left and right. I'm like, dude, you're at the range. Nobody here is running up on your ass.
Yeah.
Calm down.
I'm gonna do that now.
The
in my
most
next
impressive
Don't
part
do.
is
do it.
the most impressive part is when you get there and someone just pulls out the old prison purse. And
Yeah. God, you and the prison purse.
Hell yeah.
that's how shit gets in there.
Well, I got a P238 for you.
Oh no, Matt.
I saw it.
Dude, did you see that deal? $499? You got to jump on that.
I did.
They had the P238
You bought it?
for
No. I saw his. I
They
saw
had the
his.
238 for $499.
It's a good deal.
That's yours, isn't
Sag
it?
Gun
Armory?
range. The gun
Oh, I
range.
thought that was your gun that you
no,
are selling used
No,
there.
they're selling it brand new for $499.
Oh.
As opposed to freaking $6.99.
Fucking get it.
That's
Yeah.
different.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
That is good price.
Why would I show you a picture of my gun with a
I
sell
don't know.
tag
That's
on
why I was
it?
confused. I was
He
like,
thought you guys
I
were
thought you put
comparing
it for
gun
sale,
size.
and then I was like, well,
No.
why wouldn't you just ask me if I wanted to buy it?
Oh, yeah. I took it to Sierra College with my card. Just put it up for sale right next to it.
Yeah. Gun included.
Comes with a gun in the
Gun
the box.
But get this domain that my wife's got. Rackedandstrapped.com.
Whoa.
That's
Racked,
a deals
dude.
dough.
Strapped.com.
Boom.
If
Hell
you
yeah.
could, We should start a YouTube channel, dude.
Racked and
down.
strapped.
NBD.
Bring out all those models you got. We'll load them up with
Yeah,
guns.
dude, that'll be our clickbait. I've actually they've reached out, like when I post a shooting one, they're like, "Oh, I want to go," and I'm like, "Yeah, you can go."
They're gonna freaking shoot themselves in the foot or something dumb.
No,
That would be a viral video.
that will
though.
help your video too, because then you'll
I
have
just
ABTs
shot
in your
myself.
Yeah.
video. That's the worst video.
I watched it on loop so many times when the guy shot himself.
That's a perfect vine.
But I think this is really good ideas, and I think it's something that, as opposed to just talking about it, needs to happen.
We've
Matt.
just turned into a production
Dude,
meeting.
I really
I'm
feel like
always-
we shouldn't probably put this podcast up there until we locked it down.
I like it.
Why not? You already
Yeah.
have the domain.
Well, no, I'm talking about the
The idea with the
shooter's
shooter
loop and
loop.
stuff.
Oh yeah,
But
It'll be cool.
when can you fit this in? I mean, this is gonna have to.
dude,
be
I've got a lot more time now. Film.
Yeah, we know.
But like, dude, I'm down to go wherever you want to shoot. If
I
we want to
always
shoot
like
up at the
shooting.
mountains, or we want to go out to your,
The mountains.
Nicholas.
No, well, if you can get, yeah, we'll talk about it after our cast.
All right,
I like it.
because I think if we could like set up like real stuff and like we have plenty of cameras, we got people to shoot.
We got
Oh, yeah.
drones, we got cameras, we'll get somebody on the mic
We
boom,
got
we got the
lead.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Lead, you got
Okay.
a bunch of lead to get rid of.
Dude, can we try our thing that I want to do with skeet shooting and then put the drone up above the skeets?
Yeah, I thought about that. That was
Fuck
when my
that.
drone was a lot cheaper, but
Yeah, no way, man.
Do you have your old drone still?
no.
Damn it.
No,
How sick would that be in slow motion?
what you need to do is come from the backside and zoom in.
Yeah, I think it'd look dope if you had any aerial getting some of those shots
Skeet
up.
shots?
I've never seen it happen.
What if you could come up from the bottom? So you know how no matter what, it's going to be at a certain height, you're down below, and you can pitch it up.
No,
Might
I
as
see
well
this.
just put a camera on a big thing and
I see this as the picture. The drone's right in front of you, right? You see the drone shoot out, and then you hear the guy say pull, and this drone, the skeet comes right at the drone, and then shoots the skeet right in front of the drone.
it's a
Fuck
real
it.
risky shot,
No.
dude.
Fuck it. Just
It's a $1,000 risk
just
shot.
$1,000 shot.
gone.
Let's just f the skeet shot. Just shoot the drone when it's in mid flight.
I'm not even going to carry birdshot. At that point, I'm double out by the slug.
But dude, at some point, you got to think that like we might be rich enough that we could do that.
We just buy drones for
That's-
our
what's
shoot,
that-
and then we could
what's-
write it off as a
What's those
business.
weirdos that you guys watch? The Mr. Fantastic or
Dude
Wonderful?
Perfect.
Dude, perfect.
Dude, perfect.
That's something Dude Perfect
They
would
just
do.
write off all that shit anyways.
There you go.
Matt, you actually can write that off now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Self-employed.
Boom.
I'd have to like we had a drone video or we shot a thing.
I like it. I freaking like it.
And then
Yep.
we could do like two. We could do a serious one, and then we could do a second one, and we'd be like, "Oh, I just shot the drone," and that one would go viral because you're an
Clickbait.
idiot and you just shot your own drone.
Clickbait.
Yeah,
Dude,
we
you
need a
get a
little
broken
clickbait.
drone already. Probably for
Just
real cheap.
hardcore
just
clickbait.
Just hardcore clickbait. You have one good one, and you act like you shoot it, and then just the
Dude,
broken one's already down there.
I got a way better idea.
What do we got?
You buy a fucking cheap ass drone that barely works. You put it on a string. You fly your drone up so high, but the other one's on a string
Oh,
broken.
there
It's
you go.
underneath it. So it still looks like it's flying. Boom, you shoot it, and you just have a little fishing line that you can't see that's clear.
You guys better make sure you hit that shit right on, dude.
Oh,
No,
easy
that's why you
peasy.
can make
It's a
it.
shotgun. It's easy to hit it.
You can make it. No, you can make the string like 200 feet if you're that paranoid. Because the other drone could be like 200 feet above the.
That's
one on
true.
the
The
string.
shot's not going to go that high up.
Guys, I think people are gonna start stealing our ideas.
I know.
Okay,
We gotta- I think-
okay, well, I think we're gonna
Medicine
finish
Man
it up.
Dan is gonna hear this shit and do it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Medicine Man probably can't own a gun legally.
Oh.
Our one listener.
Wow.
Our one
Wow.
listener. No
Just
disrespect.
kidding. It's legal.
Wow.
Technically
Shit.
not federally, actually.
Awesome. Well, I like this podcast. It's a solid PCast.
Yeah.